All right, guys, welcome back. For those of you who are listening in your car, I have a special guest, but if you're watching, you already know who my special guest is. Ladies and gentlemen, she is back. Sadie. That was like the worst. Like, who does that? So before we get serious, here's what I had to tell you. I have this theory, okay? Are you ready for this theory?
I'm ready.
Everything's going crazy in the world, right?
Yeah.
What if it's
Mm-hmm.
because
Okay.
Jesus's wife, Mary, her middle name was Karen? Right? What if her mother's name was Karen? Or
Oh
what if
no.
Jesus' mother's name was Karen?
Oh, see, now we got to switch the name from Karen to something.
I
It
use
just doesn't
Becky.
feel right.
I use Becky. I've been using Becky for years. I think it's a Valley Girl thing, like Becky, whatever. So I use Becky, but I'm thinking like Lord is mad. Lord is, you want to make fun of the Karens? Here we go.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna do.
So bad. People are right now either
Mhm.
like shaking their head or they're
Uh-huh.
in their car and they just like got off the exit and they're just like, no, she needs to stop.
She needs therapy. Karen.
After this quarantine, yes. So guys, I'm excited and I'm going to encourage you after you listen in your car to check out the video because Miss Sadie is in like bright orange. She's looking fabulous and she's talking about something I'm really excited about because I just really examined a picture most recently
Mhm.
and I have the Garden State Parkway going across my forehead.
God,
So
no.
there's like these lines.
No, Dina. No, you don't.
So introduce your topic today. I'm very excited. Sadie, what are we going to dive in about today?
Okay. Well, so today's topic, it actually came from there were a few comments I was getting on different TikTok videos. I know it seems like I'm referencing TikTok all the time, but uh, there were comments I was getting on my TikTok videos where they couldn't believe my age because I'm
Okay.
no spring chicken. I am 45. I'll be 46 in September.
You're
And
lying. You're lying.
um,
You're lying.
yeah. And so they would comment and it was like, oh my God, is that a typo? Are you sure that's your age? Oh my God, let's hear for how youthful she looks, things like that. So they kept asking what was my secret. So today's topic is uh Sadie says, like, how to maintain a youthful appearance. And it's actually not what you think. I mean, everyone was wanting to know my skin regimen and things of that sort. So I just have the secret for you today. So that's what the topic is. Yeah.
I didn't believe you were that age. I was like, I thought you were my age. There's no way. And when you were like, yeah, I've got 10 years on you, I'm like, no. Like, does she think I'm 25 and she's saying she's 35?
Uh,
And then hence, Garden State Parkway going across my forehead. And
girl.
I don't want to do Botox, but like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, maybe, well, I do have a 5 head. So maybe I could just walk around like this. Hey, we're going to be wearing face masks, right? So why not get a
Yeah,
forehead mask?
just walk around like this.
Read my eyes. All right. So, guys, legit, if you have no idea what we're talking about, Sadie joined me on a podcast and I was like, you need to be up on here once a month talking about things. And you guys, she's being a little modest here. She has 1 million views on one of her videos on TikTok. So she is about to become TikTok famous. And before she does become TikTok famous, I'm trying to get all of the information out of her before she's a closed book. And she's like, next, carry on TikTok.
Call my people. Like,
Take a number, girl. So she came up with this concept, and I kept saying Sadie says, not understanding like that's an article, like a column she has. And when she said a secret approach to a youthful appearance, and it's not what we think, I'm like, bring it, let's do this. If you tell me it's like eating grapefruit, I'm going to be really upset with you.
Well, you know what? It's okay. The secret for me has been, we got a drum roll. Okay. Well, the secret for me has been simply, and it's really somewhat easy, just keeping people who stress you the heck
Yeah.
out of life. Remove those people from your life. You've got to stay away from people that are negative. And as Oprah says, these energy vampires, these people that just suck the energy and the life out of you, because you know what they do? They keep sucking, they keep taking, and they drain you. You know, and that no matter what type of skin regimen you have, how many avocado masks you do, the cucumbers on the eyes, all of that means nothing if you're stressed the hell out.
Oh
If
my
you're
God, that's true.
stressed, it's not, you know, the breakouts and all of that, the lines, the wrinkles, the worry in your face. I mean, you just no, not you, but you just, you know, you wear that, you know, and you look worn and tired and beaten down. And I think a lot older when you keep all that stuff, you know, in your life. And I'll also say a lot of times, like even with your job, if your job is really stressful, and say, for instance, you have someone in your life that you just cannot cut out that quickly,
Mhm.
I mean, that's fine. We all have situations that we can't just break away from sometimes just so swiftly. But you need to make a plan to see your way out of those situations, because if not, it's going to continue to wear on you. Trust me, I've worked the job that was so stressful. And honestly, if I had still been there, it was a great job, but it was just way too stressful. And they actually parted ways with me, which at the time I was like sad about it, just because it was a good job, and you know, pay was good. But at the end of the day, like after a couple of weeks went by, I was like, oh my God, I don't have to go back to that place. Like
Right.
this is awesome. This is awesome. It's so stressful. But yeah, I mean, that's my key to maintaining that youthful appearance, like less worry, you know, less stress.
I like the energy vampire thing. That is so, I don't know if it's because I'm like a Twilight geek and I like all
Uh,
those, like, you know, because I
right,
mean,
right.
obviously, if I could, I don't know if I want to live forever, but that's a bit much. But like,
Yeah.
it's true. Like, I don't think we really, I think there's, okay, here's what I think is the
Mhm.
issue. I think
Right.
we might think about it, like removing those people, but then there's that fear of, those people having a tie or a connection to something important in our life, so we don't cut them
Mhm.
loose.
Right,
And
right.
I don't know why we have that struggle. I'm trying to, I mean, I
Mhm.
do. And everyone who is like diving in deep and thinking it's you while I'm saying this, please calm down. It's not you. Everyone who knows, because that's what happens. That's what
Right.
happens when you speak your mind. Instantly, everyone's like if you write something on Facebook, not that I like Facebook anymore, everyone's like, oh, she's so talking about me. No, calm
Right.
down, Becky. I'm not talking about you, okay? Because everyone who knows me, I
Right.
say it to your face.
Right. Right.
Even my husband says, he goes, you're a little too blunt sometimes. But I'm like, would you rather me lie to you?
But you know what? That's a good key to. I remember my mom told me my mom had high blood pressure. Whatever. Most people in my family have high blood pressure, but my mom had high blood pressure, and she said that she remembered going to her doctor, who had been the family doctor forever, and he told her that, you know what, you may not even need all this blood pressure medication if you would just curse somebody out sometime. You know, like
Wow.
just like unleash. Like you don't have to keep all that stuff pent up. A lot of times we walk on eggshells around people, and don't get me wrong, there's a difference between being rude, you know, just and being nasty and hurting someone's feelings, and then there's just, you know, voicing how you feel,
Right.
you know, because you do have a right to those feelings, you know. So it's nothing wrong with voicing how you feel about something and expressing that. You know, you don't have to be nasty and hurt people's feelings, but keeping all of those emotions, I think, tied up inside and just not expressing it, and then constantly being around these particular people that you may feel a certain way about, or maybe they're hurting your feelings and you're not letting them know. Maybe they constantly do things and you're not letting them know how that affects you. That can wear on you as well.
It's true. Because you know what it is? I gotta be honest. I think about when I get stressed out and I know, and I hate it. Because I'm saying, every skincare practice, like you're saying, I could be using and it doesn't matter. I
Right.
have an issue with avocado masks because at times I'm like I eat the mask. Or the cucumbers. So I usually like just double dip. I can't really control myself.
Right.
But no, I do. And then when I get upset and I'm stressed, I'm like
Mhm.
I say to myself, there goes your La Mer on your face. Like, what's the point of
Uh,
putting it on tonight?
right.
And I mean, more than ever now, I think it's really hard not to get stressed
Mhm.
out or not to get
Yeah.
easily just irked by
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
But, and like you said, with your job, I mean, sometimes it's like people are so afraid to take a leap, to
Hmm.
leave that stressful situation. And then when they do, you're almost like, it's like, when Thanksgiving you're at the
Yeah.
dinner table and you unbutton the button because you have to.
Exactly.
Yeah. I swear,
Exactly.
I want to invent like a Thanksgiving pant. And it's just like, I'm trying to
It's
think
just
like,
automatic. Just
or no, like, how
as
you
you
have the
eat.
beds, the number beds, right? It's to your comfort. You have the number pants. So when you're sitting there, and it expands. So it makes more room for you.
Yeah. And you don't even feel that you're eating that much
Right.
because it just grows with you. That's awesome.
You're good and you're just eating. So what's that noise? Don't worry about it. It's my number pants.
Oh God, that would be
Um,
awesome.
that would be awkward and cool at the same time. But I
Yeah.
feel like the only way I could make it a successful number pant, they have to be khakis. They have to be khakis.
Yeah.
And they would be called Karen khakis. I'm just kidding.
Ooh. They might sell. It's catchy. It's got a ring to it. It's trendy.
Do you want to expand your pen size? Come and get the Karen khakis. Oh, khakis. What am I? Khakis. I can't talk. I can't talk. See, I try to sound cool and do the radio voice and I epically fail.
Oh,
I'm gonna sit here and just have my water and my iced tea and just pretend, you know. Um, okay, but like on a serious note, because it's a serious topic, there's never a serious moment with us. How
uh,
would you, okay, let's say someone is in, because obviously you're dishing out and you're giving us great feedback. If someone said to you that,
mhm,
what do I do though if I am in a stressful job, but I have
mhm.
to stay here because I have to provide for my family? Like,
Right.
what are suggestions you can make to limit or diminish the stress?
All right. Well, when you're in a stressful job, and I know what it is like having to provide for your family, and you may be the only breadwinner, whatever the situation. Um, at that point, it's like you kind of have to manage. If it's people, and that's another thing. Is it the coworkers? Are the coworkers the ones stressing you, or the actual job itself? Because if it's the people, perhaps you can handle some of those situations by a conversation, you
Mhm.
know. Um, and if it's the job itself, as far as the workload, I mean, honestly, like with the job market right now, especially right now, it's scary, trying to leave anywhere. But at the same time, if you're stressed out about the work, I would say it is smart to try to start exploring other avenues. And even by word of mouth, sometimes you have friends that are in positions where they know people who are hiring, maybe for, oh God, I'm losing earring back. Sorry. Maybe, oh,
Don't
here
stress,
it is
okay?
again.
Don't stress out.
I'm stressed out about it.
Where did it go?
Yeah, if it went down there, let's look over it went.
Oh, you guys gotta watch. You gotta make sure after you listen, you watch. I'm
But
not telling you where it went.
But yeah, if it's, sometimes you just need to ask around and open your mouth and actually talk to people and network, use
Yeah,
those friends and connections you have to put some feelers out there. And no one's saying that you can drop and leave right now, you
right.
know, but as far as being on the lookout for that and knowing that you're not tied to that job, you can leave. There is, an opportunity out there somewhere. You just got to try to look for it, because I'll tell you, I worked for years for a company that was a great company, like I said, and it was so stressful. It was really stressful. And then left there and went to another stressful job.
Oh
So
God.
like, what is going on? I can't do this anymore. But it's funny because once I actually left those positions, I applied for something that was less stress, less responsibility, because I got to think and I was like, you know what? I don't want to, this wasn't worth it for me. I went and I found something that was a little less stress and it was a little bit less money as well. Yes, I just think it's important that you try to connect with people that you may know. You never know what may be out there for you, but sometimes you do have to just ask. You know, you have to open your mouth and look, because if you don't say anything, people won't know you're looking to, move on or get out of that situation.
Right. I feel like what you said is important too, that, and I know this is hard for some people, but it's important that, because everyone's like, oh, but I'm making so much money. And I feel like sometimes you just have to really figure out like what's more important. Do I want to make tons and tons of money, or do I want to be happy? Because I don't know, unfortunately we're still in this society where everyone's like, oh, but if I have all this money, I'm going to be happy. And I don't really feel like that's the case.
Yeah.
With more money is more expenses. And then I feel like, unfortunately, there's that continued drive. Like, I want to make more. I think my dad told me a really good story, and he said that, it's not real, but it's like one of those like metaphorical things.
Right, right.
Like, there's this kid, and he wants to be in shape, and he wants to be muscular like all of the jocks at the school. And I hate labeling and saying jocks, but for this story's purpose,
Right,
everyone calm down, okay? Because Becky's over there like, oh,
Calm,
she
calm down,
look at her labeling, I'm writing this down. um
Aaron.
Listen, if Karen had a voice and she was on a podcast, this is how she would sound. She would say, excuse me, you bright orange shirt, tone it down, it's bright. So he said the kid would go to the gym and he starts working out, and he's like, oh, I could do this too. And he notices he starts getting a little more defined, a little more toned.
Mhm.
Goes home, feels better about himself. And then he keeps going every single day. So most people are like, oh, well, this is a great story because, now he's in such great shape, and now he's going to get more friends and he's going to be
Right.
in shape. But the problem is, every single time he gets in more shape, he wants to be better and better and better.
Mhm.
So the more he's going to the gym, the more time it's taking, the less time he has interactions with friends, less social. And he winds up just building this life around the gym
Yeah.
mind of, that's
Mhm.
how I'm going to be better. And it ties in with money because, oh, the more money I make, I can buy this and I can buy that and
Yeah.
I can do this. But then with every single step, with the more money, with going to the gym all the time, there's an expense.
Yeah.
Sure, you can be the most in shape fit person, but
Mhm.
you're spending money on your proteins, you got to
Right.
eat right, your memberships. And I think coming from a previous marriage that my ex-husband had a lot of money,
Mhm.
and in this marriage we're comfortable.
Right.
I'm happier being comfortable. And
Yeah.
most women are like, you're silly. And
What
I'm
do you
like,
mean?
I
What do
can
you
move my face because I don't Botox, Becky. You can't.
mean?
I can show reaction.
Right.
I'm gonna have Becky haters, Botox haters up
Oh,
on here.
yes, honey. Be ready. Get ready.
Forget about followers on TikTok. I'm gonna have the haters. I call them jelly heads because oh my god, I can't. And they're gonna be like, "What were you trying to do? Your hair and a knot up top?" Yes, this is called
Oh, God.
my hair's a hot mess. Don't feel like doing it. Twist it on top. Call it a day. Okay. Okay. And then, okay, an honest question.
Mhm.
Do you have, because I feel like I know someone, I stress out a lot and I need to work on that.
Ah.
Because you found this youthful remedy that doesn't come in a jar and it doesn't cost much, do
Mhm.
you have a friend that you can like instantly vent to?
You know what? It's funny you should say that. I have one friend that I can vent to about, I would say, pretty much anything and everything. And there is no judgment I feel with her. Like, and
Ooh.
the funniest thing is that she's not necessarily the friend that I have known the longest, like as far as existing friends that I have now.
Okay.
She isn't the one that I've been friends with the longest, but she is the friend. Like if I text her right now, can you talk? And then I can just go on and on. And same thing with her. She'll be like, can you talk? And we just go on about whatever it is, just letting it out. And there's no judgment. And we're just like, yeah, like it's funny because I feel that she gets me in a way that even some of my friends that I've been friends with the longest, like, don't. It's a weird thing. Like, I missed her when she moved, but like she doesn't live like near, and I'm not where I used to live anyway, either. But yeah, she's moved far out, and now she just texted me the other day. She listened to the podcast. And she's
What's
like,
her name?
so
Or is it
so
secret? Is she a secret identity?
she is that friend. I could say her name, but then I
You
don't
know,
want
right now she's on her seat saying, "Say it, say it, call me out."
she is awesome. I have to say, Angela is awesome.
Hi, Angela.
She is that person. And it's like we don't even talk all the time, but it's like when we do talk, it's real talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's none of that fluff. It's none of that trying to make life look great on the outside. And meanwhile, it's like, So she's definitely that person. Yeah.
Do you think it's because she's not biased and she'll tell you like it is?
Yes. What were you asking? Was she? Is she like, she tells me how it is. She's very blunt, she's blunt. I'll put it this way. She's direct,
Okay.
and that's what I love about her. That's what I respect about her. There's no she foo-fooing anything. She's going to tell me. And that's why I feel comfortable in just saying to her, this, that, and the other, this is how I'm feeling. Now tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me, am I, being too much? Am I this? Am I that?
Right.
And I just know that she's going to give it to me straight. She's going to be direct. She's going to be fair. And I love that about her.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what makes, like, I don't want people to always, if I'm like, my husband was really annoying last night, and they're like, yeah, he probably was. No, tell me, like, my mother,
Right.
she'll, oh, stop it. You're being ridiculous. Like, I want people to, okay, listen, obviously I need a shoulder to cry on sometimes, but I don't want people to just agree with me to make me feel better. I
Right.
want people to say, okay, well, I understand, but I think you're overreacting a little bit. And I probably might be like, what do you mean? But I'm going to respect you for being more honest. I feel like there's not a lot of friends that people can call the unbiased friend,
Right.
and vent to, because there's always that fear of judgment. And I keep staring at your skin and I'm like, this is ridiculous, because you don't have any filters on. And it's just
Oh, that's right. That's the only bad thing about Zoom. You can't put filters on. If you
and listen, oh my God. So here's the funny thing, Instagram, Instagram Live and Facebook Live, you
right.
can put on funny masks, but
Mhm.
all those fabulous filters, nope.
Right.
When you go live, you are
Oh,
live.
you are live.
And I'm trying to say to myself, all right, I got to position like this, like what we were talking before. So obviously I was like, if I go in too far, I get a super glare. So I was trying to hide it and everything. Well, the other thing is too, the room I'm in, I have yellow lights in here. I got to change those out. But yeah, it's, when you go live, it's, if you have like a bat in the cave and you go like this.
See, now you're
So other than your youthful appearance, you do have a product that you debuted on TikTok and are rocking right now. So I want to talk about that too, because here's the thing, and here's my belief.
Mm-hmm.
I have two favorite colors of this thing we're talking about. And once you talk about it, I'll talk about it. And I feel like when I wear it, I feel prettier and I feel more youthful. I don't know if that's weird.
No, it's not weird at all. Are you kidding me? That's why I buy all this stuff.
Maybe if I don't know.
No,
Oh, you know what? I got to start doing this more.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So tell us about what I'm talking about because people are like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, you know what? I'm excited to talk about this because I'm late to the party, and let me explain. This particular company, when I first, like I was telling you a little while ago, I saw them on Shark Tank, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago or whatever. And I don't recall that they got whatever deal they were looking for. I can't exactly remember, but they just took off. Like the company took off. And as soon as I saw it again on my social media, I was like, the lip bar.
I love the name.
Like, oh my God. I was like, that's the company I saw on Shark Tank. So the company is called the Lip Bar, and all of their products are vegan.
Woo woo.
Yes. And this particular lipstick that I was wearing on a couple of posts or whatever I did on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, the lipstick is called Purple Rain.
I won't sing it.
But look at it. It's like so cute. Look at that tube. That
Oh, I like that.
it's so sexy. And then like it's just so, and it's got the little lips on the tube. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
Yeah. And then like it's the best. Now, this is the lipstick. And this one is called Purple Rain, and I tried it and I love it. It's gorgeous. But after that, I went
more.
more stuff. I mean, now what I'm wearing today is just their lip liner. It's called Straight No Chaser. And they have this lip gloss. Oh my God. It's called Goddess.
Oh.
And oh my God, you have to, don't pay me any mind. I'm terrible getting stuff out. But it's called Goddess. And it's got like this little gold flicker in. So it's not actually purple. The lip liner I'm wearing has this purple tint, but this is like, it's got a gold flicker in the gloss. And you could wear it with the nude lipstick, with just a lip liner, whatever it is. But it's just got this, it kind of reminds you, I don't know if you remember Oh Baby by MAC. Anyhow, but if you're familiar with Oh Baby by MAC, it's got a little bit more of a gold flicker in it. And it's just, it makes you feel sexy. Like you were saying, you feel pretty when I put it on. I was just like immediately, and I put it on before I even put the liner on because I was just curious what it looked like, because I was reading about it and I saw what it looked like on other women, and it kind of looked different depending on what they were pairing it with.
Right.
But this is life. This is giving me life. It is stunning. And then oh my God, I could go on forever. Like I said, I bought a ton of stuff. They have like Prima Donna, and they have
Boy red?
Yes, they have the most amazing reds. Like this is Boy Trouble, but then I also ordered Hot Mama. So Hot Mama is on the way, and I can't wait to they're just, and this is a lip matte. So,
okay, yes, I love a good matte. I love a matte.
Yeah, so this is a lip matte, and it's just, I'm so excited because I think everything else I ordered that's on the way are the lip mattes. Yeah, so I can't wait to try the rest of them. But this right here that I'm wearing, it's got that little like shimmer to it, and it's like giving me life, and I feel pretty.
See, and that's my thing. And okay, maybe I have, like, maybe that's my secret de-stressor. I don't know. You know what it is? I think too, I'm a teacher, so I normally don't get dressed to the nines.
Right.
And then when I do wear lipstick, it's probably gone midday because I talk for a living. I'm one of those people that just goes like this and I forget. Or you're drinking water and coffee and it's gone. But I don't know, something about putting on a good lip is just, I sit up taller. So like this is Bobbi Brown neon. It's like a neon pink. I know it's not really showing neon pink, but it's a neon pink.
Yeah.
It's hard. And then my all-time favorite by MAC is Ruby Woo.
Oh yeah.
It is a matte red I
Uh-huh.
refuse to like, I probably should get another one because it's gross and it's old and I should get a new one. And I know like everyone's like, but Dina, you talk about clean products. Okay, MAC is probably not, I don't think they're clean, like, clean beauty.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like, oh my God, when I wear it, I just feel,
Feel like yes, like
yeah. And you know what the thing is? I feel like if I put it on and I were to
mhm,
have a stressful morning and I put it on and go to work or go out, I feel
right.
better. I don't know. I know that's silly,
Yeah.
but it's like a good pair of shoes.
Oh,
Like,
no, it's not silly at all. It's like having on a good outfit, and you're at work and you're like, okay, that's some BS right there, but I look cute, like I
I
look
think
cute.
I've done that.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna look good while I'm doing it. That
But
type.
that ties in though what you're talking about because
Mhm,
if you feel confident, and it's so true, you just made me think, and this is like,
mhm.
oh, stop being right every time, okay? When there's days when I wake up and I just put on like comfy stuff and I go to work, I'm
Right.
like, meh, like, okay. But if
Yeah.
I go to work and I know I'm like, oh, this is a cute outfit, I got cute shoes on, my hair looks good, I'm
Right.
in such a better mood that day.
Mhm. Your posture's even different. Like you were seeing, you're like, yeah,
Like, it's like if I'm like not, I'm like, and then I'm
right.
wearing a cute outfit, I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ready? Okay, let's go, team.
No, that's a good reason I can give my husband and say, oh yeah, that's why I bought all these new clothes so I can wear them to work and actually not have to feel a certain kind of way about having to go there.
Yeah, because if you tell yourself, like, I'm getting dressed, I might be going to work, but on the way to work, I'm walking a runway. It's like,
Right, right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you could drive and be like, there's the paparazzi. It's coming up.
Sunglasses and all.
People are like, ma'am, no, calm down.
But but you know what? Now that we're wearing the mask, I even said this on a post. I
Oh,
was like I rush home to even like put on the lipsticks and try. I bought all these lipsticks knowing that I gotta
I
wear a
know.
mask. Like,
Well, wait, companies are coming out with the clear. But here's the only thing though. Here's my concern. Get foggy in there. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because it's like if it's that plastic material, what is that stuff called? You know what? This is so
I know
sad.
what you're talking about, but
Yeah,
it's
you
just
know why I'm thinking and laughing? Because my mom told me a story when she was in her younger years.
hmm
They actually took their jeans, she didn't,
right.
and they would cut out the butt pockets and put that clear stuff on so your butt showed through. And it
I
would get foggy.
I think Frederick's catalog used to have those. I remember my mom having the Frederick's catalog when I was a kid, and I think they had like the jeans with the plastic butt cheeks or whatever.
Yeah. So
I was
people
like,
are
oh,
making masks and they're making it structured so it doesn't sit on your face. But I'm just saying, like, I don't
that just
like,
looks weird to me. I
well,
don't
because yeah, then it's like this is what it looks like.
know.
Or what if I'm mad? It's like,
Exactly. I was like,
uh,
I'd
like
rather
either.
just cover that up. I'd rather just cover it up and
Well, then
then,
here's the other question:
uh-huh.
do I put the mask on and then do the highlight above the mask? Like, what do you do?
I don't know. Yeah, because my masks lately have been hitting me right here. So it's like I put on my makeup, but it's not a heavy beat like down. It's just like, and then and then, if I'm going somewhere, I know I'm not going to have that. Like if you're outdoor dining, you're not going
Yes.
to have the mask on the whole time. So you beat the face, do the lips, and then you put that mask so that it's not like, and then when you get to where you just take it off and you got your beat case. But yeah, as far as goes, I'm in this mask for 6.5 hours for what, 4 days a week. So
Oh.
I'm not wasting my lipstick on this. So
How have
I
you been doing with that? Because that's my fear. Like, I don't go back to work till
uh,
September, and I'm saying, how am I going to do this?
you know what? It was weird the first. It's still odd, but like the first few days because we've been back since June 5th, I think it
Yeah.
is, and having to wear that mask for 6.5 hours, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have to. I've gone through like a few masks trying to see which ones work best for me
Right.
because you just want to be able to breathe. And then the
Yeah.
thing is if you're working around other people, unless you go outside or we have a designated area break room where only one person can be in there, and then you can kind of take your mask off and breathe, you know.
Mm.
But for the most part, that mask is on the whole time until I eat, you know. And it's it's the new normal right now.
I
So
know.
yeah, it's just something we have to do. So
You know what you just made me think of? So like
what?
obviously people are going to hear us on Sunday, but we have time because we record ahead of time.
Right.
We need to do they do like on TikTok, the famous person check. Do you know
Oh,
what we need to do?
what?
We need to do mask check or wait, makeup mask check and we'll do our makeup like crazy. But when you
Right.
take the mask off, nothing's done down here.
Ah,
And it looks, you take it off. It'll be
that's me
so
every day.
fun.
That's me every
No, I'm serious because no one's doing it yet, and it would be
day.
such a funny challenge. Like
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm, I'm serious. Like we have to plan it, and we're
Right.
gonna piece it together. And I'm gonna do like
Okay.
a crazy smoky eye. I'm gonna do
Right.
highlights, but then we're gonna go makeup mask check, and we take it off, and there's nothing done here. Like
Dry lips and everything.
I'm gonna bronze my face so much so it doesn't match. Yeah.
Right. That sounds good. That sounds like fun. That would be interesting.
Everyone's gonna be like, but then everybody who's like a makeup artist is so going to do it.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. Look at you. Look at you. Wheels turning.
I know. It's because I'm vibing off the TikTok goddess over
Oh,
here.
oh, I don't know about that.
I
Yeah.
think I'm excited about the makeup
Yeah. Yeah,
mask
that'll be funny.
because I'm gonna go bananas. Like I don't know how to do great makeup, but I'm gonna go bananas. Like I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
do like
Oh,
serious crazy smoky eye.
eyes, like purple lids. They have great shadows too at Lip Bar. I gotta check
Oh
those out.
really?
Yes, they have
Oh
a
okay.
whole vast face thing that they do that they give you. It's a whole complete face, like little kit, and you can just do it really quickly, and your
I'd
face
still
is
mess it
like.
up. I'd still mess it up. You're lucky this lipstick is on straight.
No,
Like
it looks like it's like.
if they have a mask, like a sheet mask, and I go like this and everything is on my face, then we're good. Can you imagine? Like you take the mask
Like,
and
can you make that?
press it and then your cheeks, your eyes are done.
Oh
Well,
my
they
gosh,
had those they
doing
had those
that.
stickers for a while for the eyes.
Yeah, somebody. I was gonna say someone was doing that for like eyeshadow, and you were just, and I was like, how is that?
Yeah, but it
Like
wouldn't stick.
blended? Like what?
No, because then you would have to put like this glue on your eyelid, which is super dangerous because the eyelid is super thin, and then
Mm,
half the pigments wouldn't even stick to the eyelid. So it was like,
uh,
sticky substance. Trying no.
yeah, no, that doesn't sound like fun.
Becky created that one.
Someone asked me the difference between Becky and Karen, and I read someone's response, like to what that same question, and I was like, you know what? She's right. Karen is just annoying
Okay.
as heck, and they said Becky, it's ditzy. I was like,
Yeah.
that's what it
'Cause
is. That's
that's what I feel like when you're like Becky, like there has to be that like that
right.
Valley girl like
Yeah,
vibe going there.
yeah.
I feel like Becky
Hmm.
is the one who is so Karen's annoying, but Becky's arrogant in a sense where she'll keep coming at you. So like let's say for instance you were talking to me and you're like, well, the sky is blue. Okay,
Right,
well, obviously, Sadie, the sky is blue because
right.
when God created it, that's the color he wanted. Duh. And then you
Yeah,
would come at me with like some reflective conversation of it's not really
right.
blue. And I'd be like, okay, listen, everybody knows that science wants you to believe something. You're brainwashed. Stop.
Yeah, yeah. Becky's a whole attitude. She's
We should one day play Becky and Karen and see what would happen.
oh, that would be
Oh, it could be like a podcast. Like,
probably Karen.
what would Karen and Becky say?
I had a Karen. I had a Karen moment once here in my when I pulled into my development.
Uh oh.
Not like yeah, a few months
Wait, is this
ago.
about the parking?
This
No. Yeah, like
oh
remember you
no
said it's
no
about
yeah
the
that
parking?
was something else. No, this was yeah. She actually pulled up like rolled up on me, and I looked at her like what? And then she's trying to uh,
I'm
can
trying
we
to think, did
talk?
I ever have a Karen moment? I don't know. I see this, it was a combo Karen, but real like
Mhm.
me moment because this old guy
Mm.
like legit cut us off. And then I told my
Right.
husband, pull in the parking lot. I'm going to tell him off. So that's
Ah!
when Karen came out. And then I got out of the truck and I'm like, get out of your car. And he's
Oh, no.
like, what? I said, you almost got smashed. He goes, what do you mean? And I'm like, you cut us off. He goes, I'm sorry. I said, you're not sorry. But I was
Oh,
more upset because like we would have T-boned him. We were in a
right.
pickup truck. And then it would
Mhm.
have been like, obviously it wouldn't have been our fault, but we would have T-boned him. It would have been a mess. He's an old man. I would have felt bad. So I
Yeah.
guess it was like combo Karen Dina, right?
I mean, yeah, in that case, it seems like you were just trying to look out for him. Hmm.
Y'all need to like check this out. So you go on anchor.fm/4.0 in life. And there's this button called message. And the reason why we want you to go click on that is because you can leave us a voicemail. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll play your guys' voicemail. You can leave us feedback if you guys have any questions for Sadie. Her number is, I'm just kidding. I'm not giving you her phone number out, but we want to hear from you guys. And, you know, Sadie, like, honestly, the funny thing about this is, even though the topic is a serious topic and obviously stress less and be more youthful, we were able to have so much fun with this topic. Like, we went in 45 different directions, which, like, you know, like I enjoy that because it could have been like, don't stress. That is how you stay youthful. Thank you. Have a good night. Like, what? No, we were talking about my roadmap on my forehead. We were talking about good things. Good things.
Yeah, yeah. Hope we touched some people today. Peace in the face.
Where to find your earring bag. I have to look like you look really nice. I have to look
Yeah.
nicer next time we do podcasting.
No. There's a story behind this. I had on, like, it was like a gray kind of tee, loose tee, and I had it with the floral kind of skirt or whatever.
Oh no, no skirt.
But let me tell you, so I sat here and I was trying to prep and set up or whatever. So my husband comes in and he lays across the foot of the bed and he's like, that doesn't match. I was like,
Oh,
you telling that I don't match? Like, I match, you know? So then I start clowning him about something. And he was like, I mean, you know, you're doing a podcast. Why don't you wear something, you know, a little more form fitting? I was like, oh, you want me to be sexy? Like, let me find out you care about how I look on this thing.
but like that's, listen, most guys wouldn't say that. That's a good thing.
Well, he caught me because my husband, you'll meet him when you do your lightning round thing at some point. He's a maniac. So the fact that he, exactly, the fact that he even said that, I was just like, what you want me to? I was like, oh, because I felt comfortable and I did a little lighting test and it looked cute. But he was just, I guess he's scared that if somebody he knows sees it, he wants to be able to say, okay, yeah, that's my wife. Because maybe he was like, it's just, you know, just something a little more form fitting.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
He's a whack job.
You should tell him for lightning round now he has to wear your floral skirt. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he's not.
You know,
I
you
mean,
need to get him. You know
what?
those beaded seat covers that people have in their car.
With the
For,
wooden.
as a joke for Christmas or something, you need to put it and just put it in his car already and be like, but no, I like it. It looks good.
It looks good, isn't it comfy?
I
Don't
think
you
it was
like the way you roll off the seat? Don't you like sliding into the floor of the car?
like honestly though, so it's supposed to hit like pressure points. But, like, what are you like?
Yeah, exactly.
Doing when you're driving, are you
You're like,
sliding,
oh,
and then are you
God.
like going up and down in your seat? Like, can you imagine seeing someone driving and like?
Yeah, exactly. How is that ever? Who came up with that? How could that ever be comfortable?
Karen.
Karen did it all.
I'm telling you, we're gonna have another pandemic because we keep talking about Karen.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oops. Here comes the pigs again. Not talking about that one.
Yeah.
You heard about that, right?
Wait, what? Oh, I saw.
That's why I said the pigs, the swine flu.
I had. Oh no, I don't want any parts of that. No.
Yeah, I read that really quick and I was like, swipe close.
Yeah, I didn't even click on it because I saw the pigs and they said something about another, and I was just like, shoot, like, not
Yeah,
today,
no,
not today, Satan.
no, no, no. You can calm yourself down. I didn't get into the next level in Jumanji/Hunger Games, so calm down. I'm not there yet. I'm not ready. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to save the princess from the castle in Mario Brothers. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh, that was a challenge.
I love Mario Brothers. We are so all over the place, but I love it. Oh my. So guys, listen, I don't know about you, but this is who we are. We are like, I love us. Like this is
Yeah.
all of a sudden I have a Southern accent. I don't know where that comes from.
It came from me. I gave it to you. I just
I'm not like I'm not born in the South, but sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. And I have no idea, y'all, where it comes from. Like, it's just so weird. And I think about Brittany Cartwright and Vanderpump Rules. And when she says,
oh my
"Roll
goodness.
in hell."
Not Kentucky Karen. They call her Kentucky Karen.
What beer cheese? Mama's beer cheese.
Yeah,
You
what
all
happened to that?
have
What happened to that? They never anyhow, whatever.
listen, the reality is, I think it's because, especially when it comes to food creations and food products, there
Mhm.
are so many health logistics that go behind the everything.
Mhm.
Are you creating it in a clean kitchen? And I don't know if
Right.
they had that, but you can't in your house make cheese and then say, yes, I'm selling this. Like the
Putting
amount
this on the shelf.
oh yeah, forget it. No, forget it. So ladies and gents, I honestly, again, I was expecting something in a jar, but I'm actually happy to learn that you don't have to, yes, okay, obviously take care of your skin. That doesn't mean now don't wash your face because that's just disgusting. But as Sadie says, a youthful appearance, a youthful life can just be brought on without the stress. So if you're going to buy a jar of something, buy an empty jar, swipe up all that stress and lock it up and call it a day. Or we can go back to the Dear Diary days, write down everything that stresses you out,
Mhm.
put it in a basket and burn it.
Good one.
Yeah, but I don't know if burning paper is good for the environment.
Um, why don't you put it
Because it's
all
like,
in a
listen, if I burn a
memo?
pink Post-it, won't the colors like give off fumes, right?
Yeah, probably something like that. Not as much satisfaction in like typing it all up and then deleting it because then it just feels like you never put it anywhere.
Oh. But what about the people who have OCD and they're like, but I just spent time typing it?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I don't think you would get much gratification out of it. All right, next time we come back, we'll have a solution
What would Karen do? Karen, give us a call.
because you know everything.
I honestly like I can't wait to hear like what your next thing is because again, this was a how to have a youthful appearance and stress-free life. And I hope you guys laughed as much as we did because honestly, like laughter is key. And just by doing this podcast episode, I'm like, I'm less stressed. Because me and Sadie are laughing over here. Oh, hold on. Grammar people. Sadie and I were laughing here.
Oh, yeah.
They've got the grammar police too. You got to be careful. Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what we decided to do is every first of the month, Sadie will be on the podcast. So, if you guys want to write that down, every first of the month, you will hear this bright light, giggling, laughing. I did say what she was talking about is I do want to do a lightning round with our husbands. And as you guys know, lightning rounds are awesome because you have to answer the questions in 5 minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it around the room lightning round where everyone has to participate, but not me because I'll be the host. Haha. But you have to, and we'll have to do something like if you don't answer the question in 5 seconds,
Right.
you have to do something or you have to like
Oh my God. My
spill the
husband.
beans on something. Yeah.
You have not met my husband. This is going to be so.
I'm going to come up with the most ridiculous questions. Like, it's going to be great. Like, one of the things, ready? We're going to do a practice lightning round. Are you ready?
Oh my God, no.
Ready?
Ready.
And you have to do it.
Oh God.
What sound does an elephant make? Wait. Oh,
I don't know my arm. It's like,
but that's like legit. Like, so you'll ask questions like, okay, I'll say red or blue, and you say,
blue.
okay, ice pops or ice cream.
Ice cream.
What sound does a seal make?
I have to do gestures with it.
Wait, ready? Here's a better one. What sound does a dolphin make?
No. What are you like?
I think. Wait, oh no! Oh.
High pitched.
But it's like, so that's how it is. Like you go, or you just fire these questions, and then you go from a question to like a sound, and it's and you have to answer it. And then you're like, so I asked my husband, I'm like, what does the seal go? He goes, "Arf," and I'm like, what? I said, dog. Arf.
I listened to the one with your husband.
I was like, all right. Arf.
Say so.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. So you just have to like let me know when he's good to go. We'll book
Okay.
it. We'll make it happen. I love lightning rounds. If you guys ever want to join us on a lightning round, we can actually have you tune in. You can join us on a podcast episode. It's so much fun to have followers, callers, whatever you want to call yourself, join in on podcasts, especially if you guys want to join in to ask Sadie questions. Not personal questions because that's a bit much. But I mean, it's nice because when they're listening to us, they can't ask us questions, but we want to give you guys the opportunity. So again, if you go on to anchor.fm/4.0 life and click on the message, you can leave us a message, or you can email me at thequeenbuzz@gmail.com and say, hey, I want to join you guys on the next podcast episode. Make it happen. Or, hey, I want Sadie to say happy birthday to me, and we'll make it happen for you guys. But yeah, so if you guys forgot, you can follow Sadie at AWWSUGA. All right, guys. So remember, the secret that Sadie says to finding a youthful appearance is what, Sadie?
Just try to de-stress. Remove stressful people. Remove items in your house that you're sick of looking at that stress you out. Just remove the stress.
And we can buy that fabulous lipstick you're wearing at?
Oh, thelipbar.com.
So thelipbar.com if you want to sponsor Sadie on this podcast episode or on her TikTok, because she's got so many people following her. She's almost TikTok famous. You can reach out to Sadie as well. And that's another fabulous Sunday here on the podcast 4.0 in life. Guys, first of the Sunday every month, join Sadie and I as we just talk about whatever we're going to talk about. Otherwise, let's talk more next Sunday. Bye, guys. Where's the stop button? There it is.